And who among us is not sleeping yet? I draw grandpa's. Grandpa, who is a motorcycle locomotive? Well, it's a motor locomotive. You know, it's like in a fairy tale there are gnomes. The gnomes go into the mines and they go to work. Here is a motor locomotive. Well, it is the same gnome. He leaves the depot for the tunnel and works at night. Transports workers. Lifts various loads. Real hard worker. Brownie Metro. People went home. And this little brownie gnome starts to be the boss. And hardly shows up during the day. Night is his time. And for you, darling, it's time to sleep. It was 84th year in Horitz. Then I came to the plant and met the pathologist. It was a primitive machine. No complicated mechanisms. Electric motors, generators, only chain reducer carried out movement. The block fired and lifted the load. There was an engine. The manual transmission responded. And the gears were switched through a reverse gearbox. And there were few instruments. The country needed reliable and affordable trucks. We worked at the factory in 3 shifts. Every day a new trolley came out. She was light, cheap and simple. Welded the frame. Installed a ready-made engine with a gearbox. Finalized the levers. Installed clutch pedals. I squeezed the clutch with the handle. I turned on the speed and it flew. Unloaded the sleepers. We changed everything that needed to be changed. Climbed into the cabin and drove on. And for the delivery of people, this machine served amazingly well. Serve her. Changed the oil, fill up with gas and go. Electric motors have already appeared. And hydraulic transmission. And then they started producing diesel locomotives. It became more powerful and safer than with a petrol ZIL engine. Once my son asked me, and how affectionately does GMA call the ear? Here is ZIL speaking. His name is Zakar. And we are at the factory. No, they didn't call it anything. Locomotive. We didn't ride it. We have a flow, we just didn't have time to get used to them. Went through you left. Took away left. Well, that's all, and that person. Which will work on the machine. Of course he'll call her by now. It's like a puppy breeder. Selling a puppy. And people give him their name. And now the drivers have already nicknamed the homo the mistress.